Alright. Hey, good evening. This is Coach Stoney, and what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be reviewing for our final for trigonometry. And so we're going to kind of start off with stuff we've covered for the whole year. And to start off with, we're going to start off with Pythagorean Theorem. And to begin with, we have a problem up here, problems 8 and 9 from the review. And basically Pythagorean Theorem, don't forget, is what? A squared plus b squared equals c squared. But this is only true if it is a what kind of triangle? A right triangle. And one of the common mistakes people want to make is they always want to take the two sides given and square them and add them together. Yet look up here, what size did they give us? On problem 8, they said A is 8 and C is 17. Notice they gave us the hypotenuse. So this particular problem would really be what? 8 squared plus b squared equals 17 squared, which this would be 64 plus b squared equals 289. Minus 64 from each side, then b squared would be 225. That is not the answer because you have to then square root it. And the square root of b is 15. So the answer to the first problem is 15. What's different about problem 8 than problem 9? There are two things. First off, instead of a, they give us b, so we'll have keep the a squared the same, but the b squared will become 4, and the other part is very simple. This is the part that gets people. I'm actually going to square the square root of 137, which is kind of nice, because actually you don't have to do any actual math. Because if I find the square root of 137 and square it, I'm going to be right back to what? 137. And then 4 squared is 16. Minus 16 from each side. I end up with a squared being 121. And the square root of 121 is 11. All right. Thank you. Don't forget the key. Make sure you have the right, and that particular one should have been the square root of 137 if I had relabeled those. All right, and actually this wasn't even right. That would be the 4 on this one. See, you have to be careful. It's easy to make a mistake. We should put things in the right place.